What's up, people? This is your boy Levelhead, and we are back. What's up, Mr. Norris?
What's up?
Yeah, man, we live in this piece minus Mr. K-Bum 20. And you know how he is. He'll try to sneak up in here on us. But, yeah, man, we here to talk about these games. We a little bit later. I had a few meetings to go to, so we set it for another 8:30. So if you tuning in, if you're watching, let us know if we're coming through loud and clear in the comment section. Let us know if we coming through loud and clear. We about to get this thing started. So what's been good your way, man?
Man, it's been a lot of good stuff happening over here, man. You know, I'm back on stage. Location might change around, you know. And my family's healthy, so I mean, I'm trying to take the small things, and you know what? We good over here.
Okay. Man, I got out to see that new Batman, bro. My wife was like, "You just going to see this cause your podcast going to see it?" I was like, "Actually, no."
Right.
I said I'm going to see it because I want to see it, and I want to see it with my baby boo. So, man, it's good, bro. The Batman is good.
Is it another origin story though?
Dang, Keith. No, it's not an origin story. No, because it doesn't. Well, it's no and yeah, because the movie is set in the early days of the Batman, but no, because it doesn't go back into the death of his parents and you know where all the Batman start at that point. So no, it doesn't even really. It deals with it, but it deals with it in a It doesn't go and tell the story. It kind of they refer to what happened to his parent in dialogue with him and what's his name, Alfred. We'll talk about it, and you'll hear him talk about it when he's looking at other people that he kind of sees himself in. It's a situation that happened in the movie that mirrors his own the incident with his parents, and he kind of reflects and sees himself in this person. So, but as far as going back and actually telling the story of Batman and how his family got killed, no, it don't do that. Now, what I do love about this movie though, bro, is it's actually a mystery movie. Like, Batman is on some Sherlock Holmes super detective type stuff. It's not cheesy. It's like the movie Seven. If I think of movie Seven, what's that movie with Margaret Friedman with the spider?
Alone Came Spider?
Alone Came the Spider, that type of setting where the police got to go investigate. You got all these clues. You got the what they call that dude? They used to do the Zodiac killer. I think that was his name.
Oh,
Zodiac.
yeah.
Like taking a lot of hints from the Zodiac situation with that serial killer and all the clues he was leaving. Like the Riddler is on some Zodiac. Like they take a lot of stuff from there, man. Like I said, it's real good. Anyone that goes to see it is gonna really enjoy it.
That's probably who, like those comic book purists, man, they probably already knew that. They probably like, man, the Riddler is actually a lot darker and deeper than, what people think. And I would assume that when, you go back to those earlier comics, that's probably what was the inspiration, was like those like Zodiac killers, those serial killers like you're talking about.
Right.
So I can see the Riddler. I couldn't see Jim Carrey doing something like that. So I can see why that was kind of cartoonish. And I can understand why this movie is giving you those Zodiac vibes.
The Zodiac,
even though I haven't saw it.
The Riddler in this movie, and we gonna jump into the rest of the show. But the Riddler in this movie is a true sadistic villain who wants nothing but to see people punished and die gruesome. Like take Seven, the Zodiac, and Saw, and that's the Riddler. The Saw dude in the Saw movies.
Mm-hmm.
Take him, and then the dude, the villain of Seven, merge them into one person, and then add the Zodiac stuff with the Zodiac killer and all this the way he did his clues and stuff with with the hidden messages and having to find the letter and all that's there. Put them all in one character, that's the Riddler. Like the contraptions and how he killed these people, bro. I'm talking about some gruesome stuff. Like, this is a dark adult Batman. This is way more adult than what we got from Christian Bale. Now, is it better than the second Batman? I wouldn't say. I'll say it's right under the second Batman.
Dark Knight. I heard that some people said it was better though.
It's better in many aspects, but Keith Ledger's Joker still just ain't top. That's what makes the difference. The Joker was just another character, and like I said, the Riddler, he ain't the Joker, but he's his own man. Like Bane before the twist at the end that they kind of made Bane kind of neuter Bane at the end. The Riddler reminds you like Bane in his mystique and how he talked, but you would like it. You would like it a lot. But anyway, what's up? We here, and we ready to get in here. If you in the comment section, let us know. Put your name down in there. I'm pretty sure we're going to see Mr. 20 name jump. He's out of town enjoying life, eating good food, sending us pictures, making us jealous of beaches, and this brother think he's slick. You know what I'm saying? He was in the Raptors on the roof. What's the Celtics? What is the Celtics?
I can't even remember the name of the
something state. I can't remember the name of it. Anyway, so we're here to talk about a few games and a few things, but we're gonna get into this first thing, and you know what it is, bro. So let's get on to it.
It's about to get live. We keep it pretty level, no surprise. Come and listen to the topics busted. Yeah, check out our discussion. Keith Norris and DJ K. K-Bum 20 on the MIC. Jet Eye Night all the way in Germany. Leveled head, you know who that boy is. But they say, live and level, live and level. We on the MIC. Live and level, live and level. We just talking them games. Live and level, live and level. Take a seat and listen up, man. Live and level, live and level.
Yeah. Keith, we in here, it's just us. So you know it's a Nintendo night. No. So anyway, we got Tiger King up in this piece. What's up, Tiger King? He said, look what he said, Keith. He said, Level is making us all barbecue this weekend. He's a master chef. K-Bum is doing it next time. I don't know if K-Bum gonna do it. He probably burned something up, but I am a master chef.
You gonna hear about that one?
I sure am. That's why I'm scared to go jump in here. So anyway, welcome to the show, everybody. You tuning in. We got a lot set tonight. And not a lot. We only talking about a few things on tonight. We talking about this Elden Rings and my experience. So we don't want to tarry too long. So let's go ahead and get into what you've been gaming. Yeah. You know what time it is. It's time for What Have You Been Gaming On? Sing it, folks. Let's go. Hey. What you been gaming on? 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 Gaming on, gaming on, gaming on. Another person drop in here. Dark Sun Rider, what's up? Man, we got company on tonight. I'm loving it. I'm letting y'all know. K-Bum 20 ain't here. Gonna be a lot of Nintendo talk going on tonight. Anyway, Tiger King said, I love that intro. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. You know, I try to do my best with these beats. So, anyway, so Mr. Norris, since it's just me and you, what have you been gaming on since the last time we talked, bro?
Man. So still playing Guardians. I got a lot of other stuff going on, so I can't just power through it like I wanted to. I was trying to catch up to you, but you had already finished it. So that's still fun. I played a little bit of Red Dead last night and maybe the night before. Trying to really let that game come to me. It's not one of those super exciting, fast, games. So, but this other game, and I got they came at me on Twitter because I posted on Twitter. I was like, man, I don't see Tunic on the Xbox Game Pass, but I must have checked it too early.
Okay.
So I wrote on Twitter. I was like, man, what are we paying for? You know what I'm saying? Really going off. Because I didn't think that it was coming to the PC side. Because, Game Pass on the Xbox versus PC is different. So you don't get the same games. So I was going to go off on Phil. I had a tweet ready. I was going to, Phil, dear Phil. No, I'm just playing. But no, so I downloaded Tunic and it played a little bit of it. It has the aesthetics of Zelda. The character has the green tunic like Zelda, hence the name Tunic. But I wouldn't call it. I haven't did any puzzles yet. I haven't played too much of it because it just came out. But it's a lot more difficult as far as the combat is concerned. Like there's one enemy that you gotta swing and dodge, like bow, in and out, bow, in and out. And I'm in the early part of the game. I'm not even really that deep into the game.
Yeah, I heard it got like a Souls type of game, difficult level to it. Go ahead though.
Yeah, because if you die, it'll be like a spirit of your character behind, and then you can go back to that area and get all your stuff back that you lost. But yeah, man, it has some difficulty in it, and I feel like it's really going to try to test my reflexes. Not quite like yours are being tested, but I think it's going to test my reflexes.
Hey, we gonna talk about it because the brother ain't trying to test his own reflexes yet. I'm running from everything. But anyway, so Tunic,
yeah, it's cool.
It's cool. Okay. So that's all you've been on.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay.
Very briefly, I did play on Stadia. What's Darksiders Genesis? I think it's Genesis.
The third.
It's like an isometric view of Darksiders. Kind of remind me of Gauntlet Legends.
I know what you're
from back in the day.
Okay.
Pretty cool. I ain't played too much of it. The controls feel a little wonky, but I can see how they can be fun with friends.
Okay. Tiger King said it was a stealth drop that day for Tunic, but it was not on Game Pass before it came out. They revealed it on the ID at Xbox show yesterday, which I thought was tomorrow. I misremembered the date. All right, thanks, Tiger King, for that info. Okay, so let me get my little bit out because one of them I'm going to talk about anyway because I got a lot to say about this game. So, I did a little thing this weekend, Keith, that you have already a little familiar with. I re-downloaded The Witcher 3 onto my PlayStation 5 because I was like, you know what? I got these games upstairs. Do I need to go buy Horizon Forbidden West? Because that was my plan. I was going to get Horizon Forbidden West, and that was going to be my next adventure. But I was like, I felt guilty. I got these big games upstairs that I haven't finished. K-Bum throwing all my little info out on Twitter, just trying to shame me to all my Twitter followers, trying to let them know I don't finish my games. So I put this Witcher 3 in, man, and I'm gonna be honest with you. The frame rate was an issue for me, man. I couldn't. It just wasn't working. And I don't know if it's at 30 frames or 60 frames, but I heard that CD Projekt Red has an update that's coming to the next gen systems for Witcher 3. So I was like, you know what? Instead of continuing to play at this quality that it is in, because I wasn't enjoying it, I'm just gonna wait for them updates to come. So I was like, okay, well, I can't go and play this. Look, K-Bomb here too. Because you don't finish games. Shut up, K-Bomb. Welcome to the show in the live chat, all the way up in the Boston. Anyway, so now hush up, K-Bomb. Anyway, so I was like, okay, I gotta make a decision because I started watching a lot of Elden Ring. And y'all, Keith and K-Bum, they was trying to talk me off the ledge. Hey, level, you don't want none of that. K-Bum sending me videos of people being tortured in Elden Ring, trying to get me to not buy this game. And I just kept watching it and kept watching it and kept watching it, and I was just getting this Breath of the Wild feel as I watched them explore. I just got that itch. And I said, should I get it? Norris was like, Keith was like, level, don't punish yourself like that. You think you're gonna get that itch, and then you're gonna be disappointed. And I was like, I'm getting it anyway. I'm jumping off this ledge. Horizon can wait. So people, I got Elden Ring. I talked all that trash about 2 podcasts back, but your boy Levelhead got Elden Ring, and we gonna talk about it tonight, cause I got a lot to say. But just for this moment, I'm enjoying the heck out of Elden Ring. It's hard though. But we finna talk about it. That ain't all I played. I also played, I downloaded Cyberpunk, K-Bum. It's ready to go.
Here we go.
It's ready to go. I'm trying to try this new stuff, Keith. I'm trying to turn a leaf. Trying to do it, man. I'm trying to grow in my gamedom. So that'll get tried out probably like tomorrow. That. But anyway, y'all ready to hear about this first topic. So that's what I've been gaming on this week. Elden Ring is the discussion for tonight. And let me go ahead and turn this music off so we can get in this. So y'all rest to go. So I told y'all I bought Elden Ring. I've been playing this game. When did I get it? I think I bought the game. When was that, Keith? When did I buy it? What was that?
I feel like it was like maybe 2 days ago.
Yeah, I think it was on Monday or Tuesday. I think it was Monday, actually, that I bought it. So I did a thing. I went out. I made my decision. Now, y'all know I've been waiting for Horizon Forbidden West for a long time. And I'm going to tell y'all who to blame for why I didn't get the game. It's K-Bum. Because he going to start playing Cyberpunk. And he didn't play Forbidden West to tell me how good it is and level you need to get this game, bro. The beautiful graphics. I didn't have nothing to go off of, and I was left in limbo. And then I started seeing this crazy game called Elden Ring. I talked trash. Nia kind of burnt me up in the comment section. I tried to redeem myself on the next podcast. And you know what, fellas? I went a step farther, and I bought the game because I saw something that I liked about the game from the trailers and the people playing. Yes, I saw people getting their heads cut off and beat down, but I saw something else that me and Keith know so much about. The funness that is Breath of the Wild. So, there it is. So, and I know we finna have K-Bum up in this comment section talking crazy stuff. But anyway, so I had to do it because I saw something as I kept watching. I said, this reminds me of the glory that I experienced 5 years ago, that I've been waiting on for so long just to be able to roam and look at things and see castles and just discover what the creators of this game, what's the name of the creators?
From Software.
From Software, is that what they call?
Yeah.
Yeah, what they have created, and this open world masterpiece, which it deserves every accolade that it has gotten. So,
woo.
Let's get into it. Now, of course, I like to let y'all see, so I got some stuff queued up. This is not me playing, so don't think I'm this good. I am not this good yet. So, one thing that I have discovered about this game is it lives up to the hype. Now, this game is just like Breath of the Wild, is not for everybody, but I do want to talk about this game because it has so many elements that reminds me of Breath of the Wild that I have to talk about it. First of all, to not spoil it, the way that they bring you into the game, how everything transpired up to you going out into this oasis of a world, this beautiful produced universe, this world that they put you in. How they introduce it to you, Keith, reminds me so much of how it was when you run out onto the Great Plateau for the first time. You remember the scene, right? Matter of fact, just for those who are watching, let's go over and find for our viewing pleasure. Let's go over here and find Breath of the Wild opening scene. Let's look that up real quick. Let's go look. We might as well just look at it. You know what I'm saying? We might as well just. K-Bum, you can't stop what's going on today. Me and Keith has the keys to the city, and we partying all on your blocks. So we finna do this anyway. Breath of the Wild opening scene. Now, Keith, I told you this game does this. So let me just cue this up. And it does this, and you kind of know what I'm talking about. When Zelda comes out of the chamber, the what they call it, he said K-Bum said him poo level. Y'all, hey, Tiger King, y'all shut K-Bum down up in the comment section. Don't y'all let him talk anymore. So anyway, you know when you wake up in the cryo chamber? How you say that?
I think that's what they call it on there.
Yeah. So you wake up in this chamber, and yes, I'm showing y'all Breath of the Wild. I might skip through a little bit just to get to the part I want to get to. And they showing you how to play and all that different things. Now, I'm not going to say Elden Ring quite starts in this part like this. It's similar to it, but it's Elden Ring. It's souls in nature. So, and this is my first soul type of game, right? I have never played any other Demon Souls. What's another one they got? I don't know all the names.
Dark Souls, Demon Souls. I think they made the what's the game on PlayStation?
Bloodborne. I did play Bloodborne. I played Bloodborne,
yeah.
So that's a lie. I had played one of the Souls games, but I've never played Demon nor what was the one before that one?
Demon Soul.
Demon Souls, and what was the other one you named?
Demon Blade, I believe.
Demon Blade. I've never played them two, but I have played Bloodborne. So I just want to get to this scene. Hurry up, Link. I don't want to. We want to see you run out into the Great Plateau. That's all I want to see. Stop. I don't want to see all this. Stop. You not working with me. Why are you doing me like this? Let's get over here. So I just want to see when you go out to the Great Plateau for the first time. This is in Elden Ring. This scene right here. Now, Keith, you remember this scene, right? You know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. I knew what you're talking about.
This scene is in Elden Ring. It's in its own way, but it's there. This whole scene is ripped out of this game, and Elden Ring has put it, I mean, almost down to a T is there. So, you know, coming out, Keith, I was hooked. I was like, oh my God, okay, wait a minute. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I've been looking for. So one of the things I like about this game is the freedom to roam. Going back to the actual footage, the freedom to roam, the freedom to go where you want to go, when you want to go, how you want to go. They even got a Zelda-like character in this game, bro. I ain't trying to spoil it, but Keith, it's basically Souls of the Wild. That's what it is. I'm just not going to front. It's Souls of the Wild. That's what it is. It's a soul game put in a Zelda-like world and giving you the freedom that Zelda the Breath of the Wild is giving you. And I'm going to be honest. I got my butt kicked so many times, I begin to think maybe I did make the wrong decision. So I don't want to do all the talking, but to me, the graphics is very good. I think they
really.
Yeah, the graphics are very good. I think it looks good. I mean, because of what it's doing, like I said, it's a realistic Zelda Breath of the Wild. It's just a realistic looking Breath of the Wild. That's what it is. I like the way the castles are depicted. I like the gloominess. I like the atmosphere. I like the isolation, the dread. Like I have never felt dread like I felt in this game. Not like, well, I have
What
felt
about Metroid Dread?
Dread, Metroid, like, yeah. You remember when you first run into the Emmys?
Yeah.
This is on 20. This is 20 times that. Like, I mean, when you come out and you see the whole world, and they do the like Breath of the Wild scene where you run out there and you see it, and then they let you go. You have your Breath of the Wild moment where you got to go talk to this person, and they begin to tell you about the world. It's Breath of the Wild. I'm telling you, it's Breath of the Wild all in this game. Once you talk to this person, then you're kind of encouraged to go to this particular place, which is, I ain't gonna tell you what it is. But Keith, when you get out there, it's this dude, man. I ain't gonna tell you, it's this boss right there. And this boss is no freaking joke.
So
I mean,
go
ahead.
I was thinking about this today, and I was like, I know Level is the only one who's played it out of all of us, and you're talking about it. So I wanted to see how I could tackle this question as well. And I love Breath of the Wild, and I hear the comparisons. You're making the comparisons. So one of my questions was, I asked this in the chat, but now I got you on here live. One of my questions is, okay, you can explore and have adventure. Are you looking for something, or are you just out there searching? What do you get, from doing all the exploration? Because this is the first time they've made a game like this from software, like open world like this.
The same stuff you get in Breath of the Wild, weapons. You discover like I got a whole new suit on that I found. So you get upgrades to your weapons. You find swords, and just a discovery. Like you remember when you first when you get off the Great Plateau, right, and you see the castle, you see the mountains over there, you see the fire, divine beasts walking around, and you start running in whatever direction you want to run into. And as you go into these different places, the only thing that I don't think is in this game that's in Breath of the Wild is the shrines. Like, you don't have shrine experiences, but like everything that you was getting in Breath of the Wild, like weapons, armor, gear, like missions get you better armor, better gear, like all the stuff. Like the dude I created looks like the outfit that Link had that made him look like a barbarian.
Got you.
So all that's there. So you don't have to fight a boss. You know how when you run up on a Lionel and you ain't ready to, you realize I'm not finna do anything with this Lionel, so I'm just gonna run.
Yeah. So the Lionels were tough in Zelda. And what would a Lionel be in Elden Ring?
Lionel is weak compared to what's in Elden Ring. Like Lionels are you know how it was hard the first time you run into a Lionel? It was hard as heck. Like you was like, how am I gonna beat this dude? This first boss that I ran into was like Lionels on steroids.
Gotcha.
I mean, like a Lionel. No, Lionel kill you in 3 hits, you dead. This dude hit you 1 hit. If he hit you right, you dead in 1 hit. So, and he riding around, and you like, okay, you think he gonna be easy. He's so, but this is the thing. These bosses are crazy huge. Like the pure size of these things, man, and they everywhere. Like I ran through a valley of giants. I saw one giant. I knew I couldn't kill it yet. I wasn't ready to fight it. Even the small soldiers, if you're not careful, they'll kill you. Like nothing is just gonna just lay down for you. But there are some enemies that are just simply easy to beat if you just take your time. But as I was learning the controls, that was one thing that I had a hard time, is learning the controls. Another thing I don't like about it is they let you go online and a lot of different people be leaving messages and stuff in the game.
What's wrong with that?
And a lot of the messages kind of spoil you and let you know what's finna happen. And so I stopped reading them because it kind of borrows some of the elements of Nintendo when they had on the Wii U in
Oh, you talking about like Zelda when they had the bottles in the water and stuff?
yeah, or I'm trying to think of the game they did this in where I think it was in Mario. You can leave messages. I don't know if it was Mario U, but you can leave messages in the game for people to discover and read and to get advice and different things like that in what was it, Miiverse or something like that?
Miiverse, yeah.
Yeah, like they got that in the game where you can read messages from different ones to help you through the game and let you know. Oh, no, it was
3D
what's
World?
the game by Ubisoft? This is the boss right there, Keith, that I was talking about. I just had a little picture of him. The one in the Ubisoft game, Zombie U. Remember in Zombie U, they can leave messages all in the game, on the walls and on the floors?
I didn't really play that game too much. I had it for like a second, so I don't even know.
Okay,
and,
well,
and I think I turned the online off, I think.
Yeah, in Zombie U, and they can leave messages for you in the game to help you. You saw it, I think it was in Zombie U and Wonderful 101 had that where you can leave messages in the game in Miiverse. They got this in this game and they everywhere. Watch out for this. You're about to get this. Giant around the corner. Wolf then down this way. Don't go that way if you're not like. I was like, no, man, y'all spoiling it. So I stopped reading it. But it's a good game, bro. I mean, the controls is good. It's to me it seems a lot faster than what I've seen with other Souls games. This game has it's a lot faster. The open worldness, the fact that you don't have to fight a boss if you don't want to. If you feel like you're not ready, you can go do something else and come back to it. The landscape, everything, man, is all here. Breath of the Wild is all here. It's just in a Souls game. I'm gonna shut up and let you kind of ask more questions if you want to, but this is Breath of the Wild, bro.
Man, listen, because I love Breath of the Wild. So when people say it's like Breath of the Wild, man, that puts some weight on the game, and for you to say that it's living up to it, because like like you said, it's the exploration. Because one of the things that made me really fall in love with Zelda, also, that I know is probably not in this game, was the elements. I think I said it on the last podcast. The elements, if you go into a snowy area, you got to prepare for the snowy area.
Now, I don't think that's present here. No.
Yeah. So that's another
here.
thing that made me just fall in love with Zelda. So,
but I don't think it'll be fair in a game like this because at every turn, like I told you, every turn there's a Lionel. At every turn you can get murked. So it's an intrigue and a dread. Like it's literally like, wow, but what am I finna run into? Cause I'm learning like when you get killed, your spirit stays where you at and you lose a lot of what you gain. It's not like Souls completely because death is not necessarily as bad as I think as the other Souls kind of describe. Like I don't feel as bad because I died. And it's so easy to get your stuff because the world is so big, you can avoid the enemy that killed you and get your souls, your stuff back and just keep it moving.
yeah.
So
That's what I do.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. Like, okay, I can get back over and get my souls and all the stuff I lost and just keep it moving until I can beat that boss another time. So I don't feel like dying is a detriment. It's just I got to figure out how to beat this dude, and in that sense, learning his move. But I'm gonna tell you, everybody can murk you. That's the difference. Like Zelda, the Lionel gonna kill you. When you fight one of the bosses of the divine beasts, they hard. They wasn't easy.
Right.
Everything in this game is like that. A soldier walking up, not everything. You got your equivalent little whatever they called in Zelda whatever they called in Zelda the
little blobs.
The goblin.
Oh no, you talking about the goblins? Yeah,
the little goblin dude.
Bow goblins.
Bow goblins. You got your equivalent bow goblins. They hard. It ain't nothing like them. Even some of them will murk you if you're not paying attention. But you got that level enemy. Little thing that trying to kill you. But man, some of these knights, some of these soldiers just patrolling, bro. they ain't playing. Like, they will kill you, and they are a fair match, and they'll be more like the Lionels. And then when you get to the other bosses, they on some other stuff, bro. Like, that first one I saw, I ran up. And this is another, the AI will see you from a distance. So I ran up thinking he don't see me. Man, I ran up thinking I could just, and he said, whoomp, that sword hit me. I was clearly far away from his reach, just, man, knocked me off my horse. I got all discombobulated. I'm trying to get back on my steed. I don't know what to do. Whomp again, I was dead. So I was like, golly, that was my first time. I mean, I got murked so many times just getting out there. I was like, okay, I got to figure out how to get around this stuff. But there's a lot of Zelda here to enjoy. Now, what is not here is, like, you don't have Zelda's climbing. It's a lot more integral with how you craft your food and your potions. I think it's probably more like Witcher in that sense. So it's not, you know, I think Zelda is way more approachable for a person who has never played it. I think it's more friendly, adaptable to a newcomer. This game, I don't care if you're a newcomer.
Right.
And they gonna you know, like you wear shoes in, you how do you say that when you put some new shoes on, you kind of make them form to your feet.
Break them in.
Break them in.
They gonna break you in.
Oh, they gonna break you in quick. You gonna learn. No, this ain't this ain't for the lighthearted. You gonna get broken in. Yeah. So
my question. Okay. So do you plan on finishing this game?
Absolutely.
Okay, because I'm looking at it, and I know the Soul games are not like really strong with the story in your face. It's there. I'm not saying it's not there, right, but it's not like in your face. And I feel like this is similar, and we all know how we felt about Breath of the Wild in their story. So I'm just wondering if, like, you just out here in this playground testing your skills, fighting big monsters that seem impossible. Like that, I guess that was the boss that you was talking about on the horse with the gold armor.
Yeah, that's the first. Yeah, I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, he waiting on you. As soon as you get out there, let's talk. That's how he is. I've been waiting for you to talk. I want to introduce you to this world you came into. And hey, I ain't even like Keith. Yeah, that's the first one when you get out there. We ain't even gonna talk about what you're gonna meet before you get out there. So, like I said, they break you in quick. You know you in. I realized I'm in a different world quick. Like, they was not playing, but it's so fun. It's fun because, like Breath of the Wild, the freedom to roam and just see the vista, to see the landscapes, to see the broken down monuments and castles that's decayed, and it got all this status there to see the stuff off into a far distance, and you know, I can go over there and see what that is. And then what you said about the story is there. It's a story here. It's well told. I like the fact that, like, when you walking through the world, like, unlike Zelda, Breath of the Wild, you got to read everything. Well, you don't have to read nothing in this. Every person that you got to talk to talks. Like, I was in this one area, and this dude was like, is there anyone there? Who's there? Could you come and help me, please? So I'm looking, I'm like, where is this coming from? And I keep looking. Hey, hello, who's there? I hear somebody walking. Can you please come and help? I'm like, so as I walked around, I didn't see no human, but I kept seeing this thing that was stuck in the ground. It wasn't a human, it was something else. I ain't gonna say what it was, but once I realized that was what was talking to me, I went up to it, started talking to it, and told me what it needed me to do, and I helped them out to get out their situation. Like, that stuff, if that was in Zelda Breath of the Wild more, it'd be better. I
wonder why nobody. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I wonder why nobody shows that type of stuff when they're showing these videos. They just show you how hard the bosses are. I would have never known that was in the game if you wouldn't have said that.
Yeah, no, that's there. Like when you come out into the world, you run into a person, and it's very reminiscent of Zelda talking to Link, and you helping them. It's about them. They, like, how you came back is you're called a tarnished, and you kind of been resurrected. Blink resurrected.
Gotcha.
Then you get out there, you hear a voice, and then this person of another sex starts to talk to you, and they help you, and they give you direction and where you need to go, as very reminiscent of Zelda. So the story, and it's a good story. It's there. It's similar to how Link's story in Zelda is told. It's got very similar aesthetics. It's told the exact same way. You can get it. You can miss aspects of it if you don't explore enough. But the story is there. But what I like a little bit better than Breath of the Wild is you don't have to read the stuff. These people talk to you and engage you, and they have good conversation. And it's all type of people all over the place that's talking to you and helping you. And telling you, you need to go up there and check over there, and you need to go to this cap. They telling you all that. It's there. It's in here. It got a narrative, everything. It's just, if you want to stick to the main story, you can. But then you got the luxury of just going off on your own beaten path, and like Zelda, doing what you want to do, and you can get like, dude, I've been lost in this one area. I don't even remember where they told me to go because I've been running around over here looking at everything over there. And I run into this dude. He say, this area it was dope. He says, I go and talk to him. He say, hey, this area has been taken over by so and so and so and so. You might want to go the other way. Don't go down there. Of course, I didn't listen to him because I'm on my exploration. I go down there, chop, 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 come back. Okay, I got what you're saying. I'm going to go the other way. So it's there, man. It's all there. So, like I said, man, I'm reading... Yeah, Tiger King. I'm excited about this game because, okay, you see that little glowing light? I don't know where you at in the scene. It's a little glowing light. It's gonna come up here in a second on YouTube. See that yellow light? That's kind of point. That's, in Zelda, kind of how the wind showed you where you needed to go.
Nah, that's Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh, was it Ghost of Tsushima? Breath of the Wild didn't do that with. Okay. The show was Ghost of Tsushima. That's what those yellow lights is doing. It's showing you where to go to get to the next story element. Now, you don't have to go that way, but if you want to go that way and you want to get more of a story-driven experience, it's there for that. Of course, me, I'm like, no, I'm trying to see what's over here, what's over there, and unlike Phoenix Rising.
Oh my God.
Okay, Phoenix Rising tried to take the artistical way of Breath of the Wild, but didn't capture the magic of Breath of the Wild. This game doesn't take the artistic of Breath of the Wild. They take the world and the magic and they infuse it into their world. Like, this is one of the giants that I had to fight, that I ran through a valley of them. Like, I'm talking about, Keith, like 14, 15 of them.
You posted a picture or a video or something.
It didn't look that big, did it?
Yeah. He was down in the valley or something like that.
Right. When I ran over there and started running from him, I thought I was getting away from. I ran to like 14 of them, and like a community of them. And so it's stuff like that. Like, what else am I going to see? What else am I going to discover? And no, I ain't ready to beat them yet. My skills ain't at the level to beat this thing yet. But for me, it ain't a bad thing. I'm intrigued. It's like a Lionel. I'm gonna beat you. Just let me figure out some stuff. I'm gonna beat you eventually. I'm gonna get over here and I'm gonna wax all y'all. I just got to get to that stage. So I think I made the right purchase for what I was looking for right now. This game is scratching everything. The only complaint I have is the frame rates can be like Zelda, sometimes drawing. But like you don't look at this. You didn't see like Phoenix Rising. When you looked off into the disc, it didn't look like this. Zelda did. It just wasn't realistic. Like all this is Zelda. Like when you look off into the disc, you can literally see what's going on over there, and it's like I need to get over there, and I need to see what's over there. But the dread is when you get over there, you know something gonna be over there. Right.
I'm gonna give some praise to The Witcher as well because I get Witcher vibes from this too.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't like the combat in The Witcher. I made my Geralt like a god though. Like my dude was too powerful. But anyways, The Witcher had a lot of stuff going for it too, and I feel like this game is like the marriage of both Breath of the Wild and The Witcher. As The Witcher gives you a story right in your face, this doesn't like Breath of the Wild, but it still has the aesthetics. And of course, because it's coming from Soft, it has the complexity of the battle system, right? And The Witcher, again, I don't think The Witcher was no slouch. You still had to there was a lot of enemies that you had to go in and out, dodge, parry. There was a lot of that going on as well. I think when you really start playing that game, you'll see that as well, and you'll know what I'm talking about. But yeah, man, you got me wanting to pick this up because there are times where I don't really want a story all in my face. That's one of the reasons why I do like Breath of the Wild so much. A lot of times I don't want all that. I just want to go play. I might even be listening to a podcast while I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I'm not really trying to invest. I just want to do something with my hands, I guess, and figure some stuff out in the game. So I can see the appeal, especially in this one since it's open world. Like I said, because I do that with Forza Horizon. I turn the music down and put on a podcast or something and listen to that while I'm riding around and racing and stuff. Sometimes I just want that, and it's cool that a game like this exists that's scratching that Breath of the Wild itch. So, man, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if you hear me say, man, I went ahead and got the Elden Ring.
I honest to God think, because look how fast you went through Metroid Dread. And that game wasn't easy. You know, that was not an easy game. That was a hard game that you had to learn. And so I don't think you would have a problem with, now this is a different type of, I mean, them bosses in Metroid Dread wasn't no slouch at all. I mean, they pushed you to your core. But you in a 2D plane, so it's probably a little bit easier to dodge what they ask you to dodge. Whereas in this 3D world, when a ball swing, you might not be able to roll and tuck out of every swing.
Right.
But the challenge is about the same. So I don't think you are fearful of a challenge. And this is a challenge. I'm not going to lie. I'm saying if Level finished this game, I'll be surprised. I'm going to make every attempt to finish it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. This ain't going to be something that I'm going to finish in by next week. No, it's going to be a while because, like I said, these bosses are no joke. But it has my attention enough to where I will finish it. Whereas when I was playing, what was it? Dang, that's what you do on those? I wish I wouldn't have watched it because I didn't know that you could do that. Anyway, spoiler stuff. I don't want no more spoilers. Let's go back. But anyway, with Phoenix Rising, I got pretty far in that game, and I felt like this game ain't what I was looking for out the gate. This ain't what I'm looking for, but I'ma still give it a shot. And the more I explored, the more I ran, it kind of was cool, but this was not really giving me it wasn't scratching the itch I wanted it to be scratched. This game scratches it. Just jumping on, I don't know if it's a goat or whatever she gives you, and just going feels like Breath of the Wild. The only thing is you can't climb nothing. That's where it breaks you. Like, okay, this is where you realize, okay, you're not playing Breath of the Wild. But just the exploration and the imagination and the allure of discovering what have they tucked off over there. What's off around that cliff? What's up in that castle? What's up at the top of that tower? What am I going to see at the end of that bridge? What's behind that big old tree? What is that big old tree? Like that same stuff when you saw the dragon flying in the air in Zelda and you like Breath of the Wild, like I got to get over there and see how to get up there to see what this dragon is. Or when you go up into the mountain and you see it wrapped around the top of the mountain, all that's here. It's all there. All of it is there. You walk into a valley in the cover, and you got this big over thing arching over your head, and you look up, you see a big dragon just sitting there, and it swoops down, or you see a big giant just standing there and it jump like all that's here, bro, is there. And it's like all that stuff to me it's just awe inspiring. It's like, wow, like, yeah, you just got killed. He stomped the crap out of you. But just watching it drop down to kill you was a draw-dropping moment. That's what it is. Right. And it caused me to come back to get killed again, but I'm coming back. So I think it was very much this was the game I was been wanting to play, and to the game I really want to play come. I think this is going to give me more joy right now than Forbidden West would have given me. I look forward to playing Forbidden West, but right now I think this is the game that's scratching the itch I wanted to be scratched. So y'all, I am co-signing. I have been sold. I have been won. I said if you put it, remember I said this as we was watching. I said, man, I'm gonna be honest. If you put a tunic on this and called it Link, I think I would enjoy this game. Well, you ain't got to call it Link, but you can get a tunic if you look deep enough. You would like this game. So it got a lot of instruments. And I ain't even scratched all the stuff, even with how the weapons are done and how you the combat. It's very interesting how they do stuff. So anyway, what are we talking about next? Oh,
Mario Kart.
Mario Kart DLC. K-Bomb ain't here to stop none of this. Anyway, so let's get on here. So keep going ahead, man. We've been talking about that Mario Kart, and they got some early access going on. I think it drops tomorrow, don't it?
That's out now, I think.
Oh, is it out now?
I think it's out now. Oh, wait. No, you're right. March 18th.
I'm trying to find the person I was watching. I might not find him, but you sent me one, so this is game explained. So we'll use them. So what you think, man? Because I'm liking what I'm seeing, even though we shouldn't. But you said something interesting. I kind of want you to kind of touch on what you said in our chat room. Go ahead. You made a statement about you even though you like how this looks. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I remember. Okay. I was like, man, what did I say? Okay, so I'm sitting there looking at the Mario Kart videos. Whatever, you sent something, and I was like, I think it was some dude who was playing it live or whatever because he got it early. And I'm looking at it, and I'm like, this looks good, and more than likely, I'm going to get it. It really doesn't have anything to do with being a Nintendo fan. I really like Mario Kart, and I think it's a good game, and just more of it. You know, I'm probably contradicting what I said probably a few podcasts ago, but just watching it and I just want more. But the more and more I watched it, and these are reused stages, right?
Right.
The more and more I watched it, the more and more I realized this stage
was on the Wii version.
Yeah. This is not what I think they would want to do with Mario Kart 9. I think with Mario Kart 9, whatever it may be, aesthetically, or whatever, I think they want to do something completely different. And it just ain't ready. So looking at this game, because this game just looks like more Mario Kart, which is not a bad thing. And it's really a fun party game. But whatever they're going to do with Mario Kart 9, I think it's going to blow our socks off. Or I'm talking at the side of my neck. But what they gave us, because you know how we were all like, man, we waiting on Mario Kart 9. If they ain't ready, they ain't ready. And I think they're going to shock us with whatever it is. Because, like I said, and I feel like I'm talking in circles, but this looks good. It's just not the advancement I think the series could use, rather.
Right.
I think there's another level that the series can go to. And this ain't it. And I don't know if the Switch can do it. Maybe the Switch can. Maybe it's just game mechanics. Because just as an example, remember when Sonic came in with his racer, and then they came in with another one that had boats and planes, kind of similar to that Ubisoft game, but I don't know who did it first. I don't really care. But they did something different, and then they went back to just karts. And I think some type of interjection like that needs to happen in Mario Kart, because I really feel like, honestly, it feels safe. It feels clean. It feels really clean.
You took the word right out of my mouth. That's what I was just going to say. I was going to say, one thing I give Nintendo with this franchise, especially this one on the the one on the Wii U and now the Switch is, while it might not be the most graphically impressive, what Nintendo is good at doing is making the game look extremely clean. And it's just polished. It's not, yeah, you can see jaggies, but because of the way that they craft the world, the jaggies don't even look out of place because everything is just boxes and ovals and rectangles and squares and triangles and octagons, whatever else you want to say, is all here. And they can get away. They kind of use that to mask, where they might not, hardware might not be able to really get rid of the jaggies, and the edges are not as smooth as you would want, but everything you see is so freaking clean. And that's the first thing that I noticed when I was watching it. Like, man, these new stages are cool, because one reason I did stop playing Mario Kart 8 is because I got tired of stages. I was like, man, I'm kind of want some new stages, want something new to look at as I'm racing. And, after a while, it's like, I've seen this, I'm ready for something new. But I agree with you. Clearly, if I don't think this would have satisfied us if this was Mario Kart 9 and all these stages was added. This would not have sufficed. So, I'm like K-Bum said when he was here, and trying to get K-Bum all the smoke, because he's gonna come back talking all kind of stuff. This is an 8-year-old game, right? And it is kind of messed up that we 8 years later, with all the stuff that they did for Smash Bros, they could have did all the stuff that they did for Smash, they could have equally did that for this game. Constantly updating it, constantly giving us new tracks. I think they did it one time. They gave us a season, and then they gave us
that was on the Wii U.
That was on the Wii U, wasn't it? So for the Switch, we haven't gotten any additional thing outside of what they added in the multiplayer. I think that might have been the only thing. The battle arena or whatever they added into the multiplayer. But I can't remember all what they added. So we could have been getting stuff like this throughout the life of this Switch port. But I'm with you, Keith. I don't. This wouldn't be satisfactory if they would have gave it to this and put 9 on it. So I guess my question would be, what could Nintendo do to innovate this title in ways that we haven't seen? Because I feel like they need to bring Double Dash back, because I did like Double Dash. I think they need to bring that switchable, even if it's just an option. You don't have to play fully like that. You can play that way and tag team with friends, and then they also brought the gravity in Mario Kart 8. I guess I'm gonna ask two ways. What could they do to change it up that we haven't seen, and what do you want to see visually from Mario Kart 9?
So I knew that question was coming, so I was kind of thinking. So Nintendo also, one of the things that they also released, I think was in a DLC for this game, was the 200cc cup or 200cc mode, which made the cars a lot faster. But you could tell it was not designed for these stages in mind. So I would like to see some dedicated stages, or dedicated stages for 200cc.
That makes sense.
Where you can really
think of that.
where you can really, because there comes a point where 200cc is just not fun. I don't care how good you are. You could be the greatest ever, but the majority of people are not getting that good to play 200cc on these courses that weren't designed for it. Yeah, they're too linear. So it would be dope. Oh, and speaking of that, it would be dope if it was like open world somehow. Maybe not like instead of the little earth that you walk on to get in races, like you can drive around stages and meet up with your friends, as opposed to how they do it now.
Okay.
That would be kind of dope. And
so
just that whole aesthetics thing
from Forza.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And the aesthetics thing, I think they should dirty it up a little bit. Make it look less clean. You know, it looks so polished, and that's weird to say. You
No,
know, because
no,
that's
you
the
making
one
all
thing
the
that we
sense
look
in the
for in these
world.
games,
Like
huh?
Strikers. Like, okay, to me,
Yes,
Mario
yes,
Strikers has a dirty, grungy. It's polished, but it got you can see dirt on Mario's cleats or show like mud on the car. You know, yeah. Well, add some. What's the word? You said dirtiness, but
Well, I guess what I'm saying is like they
I
do
got
the
I
stage
got a perfect
changes.
example. I got a perfect
Okay,
example. Go ahead, no, go on. Finish what you're saying, and I'll share my
Th-
example.
so they do. I guess it's kind of like how in Battlefield this may be too much because it is a racer and it is competitive. But like the stage should change in a way where like if I accidentally shot a shell in the wall, the next time I come through, I want to see that shell being that hole in that wall. And I know that's simple and it's a weird way to use your resources for it's like graphics and stuff, but it feels like the track has been raced on. The only thing that
Right,
we
right,
have
right,
are bananas left behind.
right.
Ooh, a
So
banana left behind.
the skid mark every time you come, that skid mark's
Yeah.
still there. I was going to use this is the game I was going to use, and it is right up the alley. To me, they need to do what they did for Mario with Odyssey. To me, Odyssey dirtied up Mario a little bit. It I would say it kind of started with 3D World, but they
Uh-huh.
made Mario a little adult. They allowed Mario to grow up a little bit. He changed some clothes. Everything wasn't uh like when you get on
Pristine.
yeah when you get in the stage with the dragon. It just like all the world with the that was a real replication of like New York, and it looked dirty, it looked dingy, and smog was like all the world after that where you running around in the grass world. It kind of looked dingy and dirty. So like this to me is real polished, real clean, real Disney PG. Maybe add some radness to the car. Maybe add some aesthetics to the car where you could put. And I'm pretty sure you can do that now, but even in a better way, like make the cart look like you want it to look, with stickers and stuff on it that reflect who you are.
Yeah.
Let you put stickers and tats on your helmet or whatever. Like, yeah, that's what that's how kind of what my mind was going when you said dirty it up. But even what you said, like leaving wreckage on the stage that you got to avoid the next time. So
Yeah.
if like right now you get hit by a turtle shell, how about leave the car wrecked there and you like almost like that cart was damaged and it stayed there. But you
Right.
couldn't do nothing like that for real. Or leave some tires there, something that let you know you got hit there the last time. Some tire like when a diesel is riding on the road and it had blow out a tire and that stuff stay on the road. Maybe leave some of that stuff there for another obstacle in the same sense of how you do bananas, like you were saying. So there's a lot they can do that ain't necessarily got to be graphically, but from a graphic perspective or art style, how would you want to see? Because this 8 did depart from. It made it look a lot better. 8 looked good when we first saw it. 8 looked amazing. Now it is aged gracefully, but it's starting to show its age. But it looked good when it first came out from the Wii version and all the versions before it.
I
So
mean,
visually, artistically, graphically, what would you want to see?
I think you kind of said it. Uh, I was it Odyssey? Yeah, make it look like Odyssey. Like make it the characters look like they came out of the Odyssey world. Because you look at 3D World. 3D World was extremely clean like this, Disney Pixar level type clean. Maybe not like visually, but like Pixar level type clean. But even those characters have some dirtiness to them. And I think you said it right on the money. Give it the Odyssey makeover. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Um, that's what I would say because it's very Captain Toadish, Mario
right.
3D World is whoever is playing in this first. I'm sorry, this thing is distracting me. They are killing it,
Yeah, they good. Whoever playing is good.
man. But yeah, I think doing something like that to like give it a little bit more texture. That's the word I'm looking for. It needs texture. This game does
Gotcha.
not have any texture in it whatsoever.
Right.
It's so flat, and
The
yeah, the
colors.
shadows look good, the colors are popping, but there's no texture on it. Like that
There's no
don't have seams in it and stuff.
right.
And I know that's
There's
asking
no
for too much.
different like if the color is blue straight through. It
Yeah,
ain't like shaded and not shaded, but what's dull in one part and very shiny in the other. Like it's just solid blue. It's solid green. It's solid yellow. And yeah, so yeah, I feel what you're saying. Texture and what's another word?
detail.
Details.
Yeah,
Details like scuffs on the car. If you bumping people, show damage to the cart. Like show them when Mario come around or Peach or whoever, they bumper broke off. You know what I'm saying? Let the
right.
car have damage to where if you don't get almost like in F-Zero, your car will start showing damage and you got to get into the glowing thing to heal to repair the car. Like if they had something like that implemented into it, add another dynamic to where bumping is strategic too in the game now. To where if you hitting people, you taking on damage, you also got to worry about fixing that damage as well as winning. So getting hit by a turtle shell just ain't gonna stop you. It could cause you to need to fix your car through one of those healing spots. Like in F-Zero. Because they kind of took the whole gravity thing out of F-Zero. And I don't know when they're gonna finally give us an F-Zero, but in F-Zero, when your car took on damage, you had to go through those regeneration things, energy spots to kind of fix the car. So
But see, that could play with the what I was saying about the 200cc mode, like
right,
with the different levels though, not the same levels, like
okay,
dedicated levels, and then you can have those pits. You know what I'm saying? Because the game is moving so fast,
right,
and you can get back out there really fast. So,
right.
and I think because what's the classic Mario thing? 3 hits. So imagine like a balloon type fight. You can put the balloons out there. So instead of if they don't want the cars to take damage, they could put the balloons and you actually racing. So I think
Gotcha.
that would be dope. Tiger
And then
King asked a question in
let me
the
see.
comment section. I don't know if you want to read it.
Okay, with all the tracks in the DLC for it, how many tracks would you expect Mario Kart 9 to have when it comes out? I would expect.
All of them.
Well, I don't because I Nintendo they ain't gonna do that. What Nintendo would probably give us is equivalent to the amount of tracks we got in 8 out the gate because they always gonna need something to be able to offer you down the road as DLC or upgrade package. So
Was
how
it
many
like
tracks?
48?
Yeah, like
I think
48 to 50
I think it's like
tracks.
48.
Yeah, I'll say about what we got this time, and then unlike with this port of to the Switch, we won't be waiting 5-6 years to get this equivalent DLC. We get this probably within a year and a half, 2 years, kind of like what they did with Smash Bros. Because
Yeah.
they was constantly every time you turned around, if it wasn't a new character, it was a new stage, it was a new something, and but most time it was characters. They can kind of do that with stages with Mario Kart. Give you also new characters because there's a lot of characters that are not in this game that could easily be in this game. They
Yeah.
finally added Zelda them in it, who probably should have been in this game, and other characters that they got could easily be in this game. So
Is Zelda actually in the game? Or is it
Link is Link.
no
I'm just
Link?
saying, yeah, Link. But I don't think Zelda is. So you got a lot of worlds that they can absolutely add for characters. But I think the main draw with this is stages. So introducing new stages, and making new stages and yearly adding that to because like I said, these stages it's just a breath of fresh air. Even though I agree with what K-Bon was saying. This is a little late, but it is nice to see stuff you haven't seen or like this stage right here. Like this will make me turn back on Kart and get back into it like I was
I'm thinking
because
about it.
yeah, like a new stage. So
I
it
am
feels
thinking
fresh.
about it.
I'm getting it, but
But
it's just win. It's win for me.
I wonder what new gameplay, like we said a lot of stuff, but I wonder what like new gameplay mechanic could they like introduce? Because the gameplay is uh power slide, throw the shells and all that other stuff. Like, what could they actually do to like make you have to play different? You know what I mean?
I think they should let you remove. I don't know if they do this now, so you can correct me. Can you take the blue shells and all that stuff out the game?
Yeah, like if you got like an online tournament or something like that, or an online race,
Okay.
you can have only one item. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I thought
So
so. Well, I think they should be able to do that just in general. Like if you don't, but I guess like uh I don't know. I mean, that's an interesting question. I don't know. I don't know.
only thing I can think of is just different modes. It just gotta have different modes. I don't think it should be the same thing for everything. It's like like if you have to do different things or have to accomplish different things. I just thought about something, maybe a story mode. But anyways, if you gotta accomplish different things on the tracks, on the same tracks, I think that'll help as well. Like get and this goes into having them having achievement to like get 4 or 5 power slides in this stage or something, something simple, something silly to do other than just race.
But
Because at some point when you get really good, you get good and you just be zooming and passing everybody. But what if
right.
there was stuff you still had to accomplish even though you're in first place? Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Like
I'm with you. I'm
even
with
though
you.
I'm in first place, I can still lose some points or whatever. But that's just a different mode.
Well, I like how they added, like they added the coins back in. I think they kind of brought that back with the Wii version. They added
Hmm.
the need to collect the coins because I remember that wasn't a thing. I think on the N64 and them version, the coins didn't affect
Oh
your
yeah, that was Super
speed.
Nintendo.
Yeah, like so, like adding certain things like that. I like the fact that they added a weapon to neutralize the blue shell. Uh, I think what they could take out is like the sponge, the rubber band aspect of the game where you really can't just fully just leave a person unless they like with the PC, you can never really leave them. They always rubber banding close to you. Whereas and also if you in last place, they start giving you all the great items to get you. Like to me, they can remove some of that type of stuff. Like or create a level. Well, they do that with the 100. How the speed of the game is kind of the levels. If you go 100, 50, 150, I mean 50, 100, 150, then the 200. To me, them also should be okay. If you on the 50, then you know that if you in the last place, they're gonna give you all these items to help you get back up. But if you get up into the 100 and 150, then you don't get them items. You just got to be good.
I
You know
like
what I'm
that.
saying? Like, cause to me, it breaks the game when you sitting up there and you've been killing it the whole time, and then the person in last place getting the crazy 8 and the lightning bolt and the blue shell, and they ain't even in the race, but they're affecting the race from last place. Like that
That
shouldn't
I
be.
agree.
So
I agree.
because I lost many races whooping tail and somebody in last place hit a lightning bolt or throw a blue shell and they can't win, but they can keep you from winning. Like that shouldn't be. So like that could help. Like better fix that type of stuff.
Like they should only be able to get items to move them up.
Yeah,
If it don't help you move up, why you got it?
right. And to me, the blue shell should be so fluky to get. uh,
Right.
because, like I said, if I've been working my tail off, I've been racing good. Why should somebody back in the 12th spot be able to affect me? The blue shell shouldn't go no farther than 3-4 players ahead of them. So if you in 5th place and you trying to get to first place, okay, then you should be your blue shell should hit me. But if you in a 12th place, the blue shell shouldn't affect me that's in first and second and third place. It should affect people maybe 3-4 cars ahead of you. I think that should be, things like that should be because that's been an issue to me with Mario Kart for a while, that people that have no chance of winning can stop you from winning. And to me, if you put in there where, okay, if you get a blue shell, it's gonna hit it'll hit everybody in his path up to 5 cars ahead, and it'll strike the 5th car ahead of you. So if any 5 cars ahead of you, if the blue shell hits everything in his way until it get to its destination and it bombs it. That's what it should do. Okay, it hit 5 cars ahead of it and bomb that 5th car. But if you're in the 12th place, that means only 5, 6 cars ahead of you gonna get hit, not the person in first place. Unless you in the 5th or 6th spot, then if you get a blue shell, you could affect the person in the first spot. Why? Because you contended for that spot. The person in the 12th spot ain't attending for nothing. You way back there. Why should you affect what I'm doing up here? That's to me, those things are not balanced, and it makes it to me that it's still catering to, I'm just gonna say it, a younger and less experienced player.
It does. I think one cool thing to take that idea and say, instead of how many cars it hit, let's give it 2 hits, 2 or 3 hits, and then it blows up. So if I'm in 12th place and I throw it and it hit 1 person, 2 person, and then it finally hits a 3rd person, it blows up.
Right.
But let's say it hits nobody. So now it's still on track to hit that first player. So now everybody knows, get out the way. You do that sort of do that now anyways, but it could blow up on you now. It's not just the first person.
Guarantee that it's going to get to the first person.
Yeah, because now everybody's afraid of it, not just the person in first. Because what you do, I'll just move out the way. No, everybody can get hit. Everybody has.
And there should be a way, even if you don't have the horn, to avoid it if you time it right. There should be a way to neutralize it in just skilled play, like a dodge or some way. I know they removed it. They took it out. You used to be able to jump it, if I wasn't mistaken. You used to be able to jump over it or out boost it or something. And another thing they need to fix is this has come to realistic. If you ramping and the roll runs out, any shell shot at you should roll off the stage and not hit you because you hit a ramp.
True.
It should not hit you as you warp into the next part. This red shell that just magically flies and hits you. Like to me, that kind of stuff also needs to be fixed in Mario Kart. Like, let's fix that kind of silly stuff. Like, I think that wasn't a thing in earlier games where if you ramp, then the shell couldn't hit you because it was physics should make the shell go down as you propel away. It should run off the course. You got away from, you escape. But they make it to where you're never safe, and I don't like that. I think if I'm competing and you ain't that good, like you said, Keith, that's a good idea. The shell, if it hits 3 cars, then it explodes on the 3rd car. If everybody can dodge it and it manages to get up to you, okay. But then that mean if it hits anything in the way, like if it hits a warp tunnel, if it hits a item that's in the road, like if it hit, it's still gonna explode on whatever it hits the 3rd time. Something like that, to where it makes the people in the front not so affected by the people losing. And Tiger King said something. He said that I could see that, especially if someone was losing on purpose just to get those items to go after the leader. You're right. A lot of times that's what they do. You person been riding in 11th, 10th spot the whole game. You've been riding perfect. And a blue shell hits you, and you know how it happens. Once one thing hits you, everything start hitting you. Then next thing you know, you got hit by a blue shell, a red shell, a green shell, or somebody ghost you, take your item, and ink you up. Now you lose in the last 20 seconds of the game. You go all the way to 8th, 9th place, and the person in the last place got a bullet and shoot them up. That, to me, your skills didn't get you there. You just got a lot of items to push you up. That, to me, that should be fixed.
And somehow you slipped on a banana.
Right. so anyway, but no, I plan on getting this as well at some point. It's nice to see some new stages, but again, like you said, Keith, I'm with you. This wouldn't have been satisfactory if this had MK9 on it. This wouldn't have did it. If all these stages was given in this new game, that wouldn't have did it. So
But I think Nintendo's working on it though, because anytime they take this long before they come out with another game, because it took a long time for us to get Breath of the Wild. Right. They talked about and how many times they got delayed. It took a long time to get that game, and it's taking a long time to get Mario Kart 8. So I think they're definitely messing with the formula. If if Mario Kart 9 come out and it's got the same type of formula, same aesthetics, I'ma buy it. But I'm a protest, but I'ma buy it.
I think the main reason we haven't got it is because Mario Kart is a one system game. It only comes out for one time for each generation. I think the Switch is the fluke, and they got away with giving us the same game. So we might, I hope not, because the Switch is basically the Wii U repackaged, and I think that's really what it is. So I think the length is because the Switch, they had to go to the Switch, and Mario Kart, I don't think they really consider the Switch, even though it is a new device, is really technically just a Wii U repackage. That's what it is. Honestly, that's what it is. And I think whatever they got next is for the next. Maybe it's the Switch 2 and more powerful and able to realize what they want to realize. But the Switch doing so good, they just going to milk this game and this DLC is to allow this game to have more legs until they get to that stage where, okay, now we can get you the new system. So that's why I think we haven't seen it, because the Switch technically was just a repackaged Wii U. That's to me. I don't know if you feel that way, but that's what I feel. It's a repackaged Wii U.
Not fully. I think the Wii U still had a lot of dope features.
Yeah, feature-wise. I'm just talking about power-wise.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Package. Now, features, they got rid of a lot of features. Right. Yeah.
Is there something wrong with the internet?
We finna see. I'm about to get off here. But anyway, so that's my call to wrap this up. Wife is talking. She know I'm podcasting. She said she's talking anyway. So anyway, anything else?
I mean, yeah. I won't get you in trouble. No, just
Nah. We went past the normal time. We've been trying to get out of here at 9:30, so we started late. So anyway, we gave him that hour 30 that we normally. So anyway, like I said, Elden Ring is a go. Beware that it will require some real patience and skills. You won't just be able to free roam. There's a threat at every corner waiting to help you understand that you ain't in Hyrule. But this is Breath of the Wild in a Souls game. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. And hopefully down the road, either I'm going to get the online stuff to play this game, to get this DLC, or I'm just going to buy it. I don't know yet. I might just get the online and get it all with the online. But once you lose the online, you lose those stages, right?
I think that's how that works.
So I might just go and buy the DLC. Because I really don't care about the backwards compatibility with the N64 and all that stuff. I don't really care about that. But anyway, any final words, bro? Or we can go?
Oh, man, we good. I'm about to catch some of these games. March Madness. I don't know who playing outside of us. But yeah, I'm going to try to catch some of these games, man. I know the folks at work going to be talking about it.
Okay.
So.
All right, well, shouts out to Tiger King, Dark Sun Rider, K-Bum 20, all the way up there.
Slap yourself!
In Boston.
Welcome. But we got smashed, bro.
Y'all hear his voice?
But we got smashed, bro.
We got smashed, bros, though. Anyway, thank y'all for tuning in tonight. We'll be back, same place, same time. You know how we do on this podcast. We always try to bring it to you live and leveled. So till then, y'all be blessed, stay safe, and we'll see you on the flip side. We out. Deuces.